people come out of somewhere and say, this is the way that things are, here's a meme or a cool word or like a brand that makes it seem like a fucking legitimate academic topic. This is a thing and this is the way that it is. Juices people. Shapiro's a perfect example of this. You know, whether you agree with the guy or not, he's fucking certain about all of it.
Yeah.
And you go, well, wow, like that sounds compelling.
He gives you the weapons for your feelings. That's why I look at Ben, right? It's like, you're conservative, you don't know why, and then he's gonna give you the best arguments as to why, right? You think abortion should be banned? Ben's gonna tell you why it should be banned. And he will do it amazingly, succinct, perfect, data. He just gives you the weapons for when you get into an argument at a bar.
That's very interesting.
I think there's a lot of people who tend to do that, but for me, they're not the most interesting. My loyalty is to funny.
That's the power of comedy. Whether you believe it or not, comedy is the vessel.
I think that you need to have a level of humility, like collaboration as well, as opposed to this very adversarial sort of zero-sum type scenario. I went to Miami for the first time ever, 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
And a lot of what I was seeing online in men's advice made a lot more sense after I'd been to Miami. Miami unlocked the back of my brain in terms of going, oh, your wealth is your primary source of value to the world. Who you are, the person that you're with, the table that you're on, the size of the bottle, the girls that are on your arm. Who you are, the person that you're with, the table that you're on, the size of the bottle, the girls that are on your arm. Girls out in party dresses, maxi party dresses at 12 midday, going for coffee in heels. I'm like, where the fuck are you going? What is this? And that to me made a lot of sense, because it seems like a good chunk of Miami culture, very transactional, very transient, very resource-based, has informed a lot of men's advice on the internet. And because of that, they're reverse engineering, Miami is how all women are. Right. No, it's fucking not. No.
Just to not be involved in the rat race at my age is great. I had a great time partying. I'm glad I got it all out of my system. I don't have the FOMO that a lot of guys do. A lot of guys get hitched young, and then they have to deal with their whole life. What would it be like? At this point, there's nothing that I'm like, I wish that I did that before I got married. So I just get to focus on developing this relationship.
Demons be gone.
People always think, oh, when you're a kid and you make a bunch of money, you're like, oh, what am I going to do with it? And you have all these crazy ideas. He literally was like, yeah, I'm just going to do that. Actors fucking hate each other. Comedians fucking hate each other. How the hell are you just so supportive of everybody? You want everybody to win? And he was like, yeah, martial arts. Because he's a very competitive dude, right?
Like, Rogan's a fucking insanely competitive dude. But with comedy, he's competitive, but at the same time, he wants everybody to win and everybody succeed. And he's like, it's martial arts. It's like, it's a different thing happens when you're like training with your brothers. You guys are going at it. You're literally trying to tap each other out while at the same time helping each other get better.
And it's like, you can do that with comedy. And that kind of made sense. It was the only thing that made sense why he was this way. You need that instilled in you from another discipline, and you need proof that it works, yes.
And you do get better at jiu-jitsu when you're training with a guy that's better than you. And it doesn't take away from that guy's jiu-jitsu. His doesn't get worse because you get better.
Yes.
He might even get a little bit better.
Yeah.
And
when I kind of felt like that and you explained like that, I was like, oh,
this is fucking awesome.
Because Rogan has got the top thing there, it's gonna foster, I think, ideally, an environment where everybody helps everybody in that martial arts style he talked about.
Yeah.
That didn't exist in New York. I think he helped me a lot. I tried to help as much as I could here, but like, Austin could potentially be a community where everybody helps everybody and builds everybody.
Rogan will make that happen.
It felt very communal. We are mothership dudes.
Derek, man.
Watching him, he fucking murdered on the show.
Derek was so fucking funny.
Yeah, seeing a guy like that, so that's your like up and coming class there. Now those guys, instead of like thugging it out through open mics, not really knowing if the material is going to work for a real audience, now they have sold out shows to go up in front of every single night. So if they're that good now, imagine what happens 2 years from now, 3 years from now.
We are mothership dudes.
If you're working on the project, the trust is earned, obviously. You know, like Shifty, the guy who did the bulk of the edit, and he absolutely fucking murdered it. It was 1 minute per day. We sat down for a whole day, me, Shifty, and Mark. Shifty gets a crash course in editing for stand-up special. Even the way we approach it, before we start the edit,
We're like, okay, what do we want this to feel like? What is like comedy but's not comedy? So we're watching horror, and we're like, tension release. Okay, what are the shots in horror? Okay, oh, they do these kind of like push-ins, and then when he breaks the tension, it can pop out. It's like, ooh, that's a good idea for stand-up. The biggest lesson I learned with this is, to be honest, and it's something that kind of happened organically, but then when I heard the feedback from it, I never wanted to be one of those people that kind of leads in that narcissistic way where they're not worrying about everybody else's dreams and what they care about. I didn't like that. But most importantly, like, those people take credit for everything. Like, I've never once heard, like, Kanye.
He had producers on every album after his second album. Kind of a good example of like, he's fucking excellent. It's one of my favorite hip hop artists of all time.
Yeah.
But like, he didn't do it by himself. 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 Do it by himself. Do it by himself. Do it by himself. Do it by himself.
It's so easy to give credit. I feel guilty not giving credit because I know that those people contributed.
Now, on the flip side, I've done the thing where someone pitched me an idea, and within 3 days, I thought it was mine.
My wife said I do that with jokes. Like, once I manipulate the story and the joke, that becomes what really happened.
He didn't do it by himself. 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 Do it by himself.
hey, yo.
What else we got, man? What we got, Taylor? What else happened the last couple of weeks?
It is high time that rather than vilify everybody, and rather than make everybody look like they crazy, it's really high time we start having a discussion. If we in the hood, right? I want you to think about this. If we in the hood or we in the community, whatever, and we worship God rich, for a lot of dudes who have that same mentality, it's gonna be hard for them to understand a reason. And it's actual foundation based for that.
Interesting. He makes a good point. Makes a great fucking point. Makes a great point. I just don't know how many people are really that politically savvy to know anything like that. 'Cause if you ask most of these people why they like Trump, it has nothing to do with any of that. It's just the fact that, you know,
his point about like the people that came up doing illegal shit. If you came up doing illegal shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be surprised if they're not holding a guy like Trump to the same moral standards as someone who comes up doing legal shit. You just like, yo, how do I get on?
Yeah.
How do I get out of this situation? And you look at that dude like, damn, he got on.
I agree with that. And also, America loves the bad guy. America loves the villain. We root for the bad guy. We love the rebel. We love the rebel. Even if you know, people that aren't rich, you know, they just love the rebelliousness of it. You know what I mean? Because people who aren't in the best financial situation, that's all they have sometimes is just to act out.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to Flickr. Today we are joined by one of the most prolific creators, I would say, in history, and one of the worst drivers, I would also say, in history. We have Casey Madden. What up, Casey? Okay, now you've harbored this feeling of rejection.
But how did you get around it? How did you
Overcome?
overcome?
When my first kid was born, I was fucking 16 years old. I was on welfare.
Yeah.
Like, my first apartment in New York City was an SRO. A halfway house where I bribed the guy at the front with a $100 bill and a carton of cigarettes to give me a room. I had no bathroom and no kitchen and no kitchen and no kitchen and no kitchen and no kitchen.
Yeah.
Right on the edge of Harlem.
Yeah.
And like, it was a place to sleep every night.
Yeah.
And you would fucked up shit happened in there. Like, fucked up shit happened there. And like, I would live in there with my kid. Like, I remember going to the bathroom once with my kid. He was like 2 years old. He's like, I have to go to the potty. And it's like, we have to put our shoes on. We have to take like our basket with all of our toiletries and we go to the bathroom. The fucking bathroom was covered in blood. And I like closed the door so we didn't see it. And I was like, come on, we have to go to the other bathroom. We had to go down a flight of steps. Like, that was my life.
Wow.
So like, boom, all of a sudden, like, I get paid. So like, I remember saying to my wife, I was like, look, this is gonna end, but like, we're gonna like,
While it's happening,
we're
going for it.
we went and bought an apartment, and then like we like got like a thing where you get to go on a plane for like, you like rent hours.
NetJets or whatever
Something
it is.
like that. But it was like once we're in Miami and our kid was sick, and I was like, I'll get us our own plane to go home. It was like $8,000.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, I wish I had the $8,000 right now. But it was fucking fun. It was fun. It lasted like a year, and I was like, honey, no, just bring it back. You got the receipt? Bring it back. But it was fun. 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 It was fun.
Can we go back to nothing? You drop out of school at what? 15?
14, 15.
14, 15.
Yeah, like ninth grade was the first year. Last year I finished, freshman year.
What was happening in school?
It was less school. It was more like I had kind of a fucked up situation at home. I say that gently. Like, our parents they're not like, like in the grand scheme of things, it was fine.
Yeah.
But it was like, I was the one who had to like tell my dad, like, Dad, Mom's cheating on you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And like,
you saw what happened?
It was like, like I had to tell my father that. And that's fucking weird and tough. My older brother was just in college. Dean was little, 3 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And I was just sort of like this weird, stuck teenager. So it was just like full rebellion.
You were acting out in school a little bit.
Yeah, rebelling against her, rebelling against everything. Like, I started like selling weed.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, because I remember like I discovered weed. This is a fun little parenthetical here, a little tangent for us. But I like, first time I smoked weed, I was like, this is a lot of fun. And I was like, but let me get this straight. Like, fucking paper route all week long, for like a fucking this much. I was like, this is like not cost effective. And then I remember we like all chipped in and we got a half an ounce. And I was like, you know, mine was gone by Wednesday. And my boy was like, mine's gone too, but I got more money, I'm buying more. And I was like, how'd you get more money? He's like, I sold half of mine. And I was like, how much you sell it for? And he's like, I sold it for 50. I was like, but you only chipped in 50. And he's like, yeah, but, and I was like, oh. And I started like doing the math. And I start, I start doing the math. And I'm like, okay. So you're telling me, if I buy a half a pound, I can get a 1,600% return.
It's human nature to try to find the danger. The problem is you're not supposed to know about danger with 7 billion people. It's too many fucking people. You're supposed to know about danger in your community. You're supposed to know about danger in your community. Like you're supposed to have a small tribe of 150 or so people, and you know about everything you can't eat, and you know about all the people that are dangerous. I think we really are only designed to interact with a certain amount of people. I think that's why interaction on social media is so like hostile. It's not normal. I think our brains are going to evolve. When cell phones went from being like, who has a, look at Michael Douglas on the beach with that fucking brick.
Demons, be gone!
Be gone, demons.
Be gone!
Leave this studio!